So I think that Jesus existed because I think the evidence provided for Jesus is essentially equivalent for the evidence provided for most historical characters or greater. So if we think that Socrates existed because it was written by Plato, or he was mentioned by Plato, and that's about all we have, then I think it's reasonable to believe Jesus existed because he was mentioned by Paul or Josephus or Tacitus or all of the other historians who just mentioned him in passing. Seems like it's reasonable to believe that there was a guy named Jesus in the time period because, messiahs were pretty common back then. Being crucified was pretty common back then. Most of the stuff that happened to Jesus was pretty common and unremarkable, and the things that were described in his story seem very strange to think they'd make up a story where all this very contradictory, silly stuff happens. If they're going to make up a story, they'd probably make it up to be more consistent, more interesting, rather than just a guy was a fisher and did some stuff and did the same miracles everyone else was doing at the same time period.